something new today.
I don't think I've ever had something happen so perfectly on cue before. I have now done that stupid diesel locomotive twice. I am not doing it again. So, we're going to just do a different locomotive instead. And maybe, hopefully, my power doesn't die this time. Iced tea.
In this training module, you will be taken through the
Yeah,
operation of a DBBR411I CET, Electrical Multiple Unit. ICE stands for Intercity Express. The T in ICET stands for the German word Triebwagen, meaning multiple unit. Set the reverser to forward. This controls...
Better watch out, Chris. Ice is coming for you. I'm sorry, I had to.
Set the headlights to indicate that this train is operational. The ICET is equipped with GNT to facilitate a smoother ride and higher speeds. Enable the GNT now. GNT allows trains to tilt, enabling them to drive at up to 30% faster than the signed speed limits. Open the passenger doors to allow boarding. The ICET is the only German high-speed train in service that has tilting technology. This means that it leans into curves, similar to a motorcycle, so that passenger comfort isn't as affected by G-force. Close the doors before departure.
Yes, Chris? This feels like business class. Why would ICE be coming after me, though, Chris? I'm legal.
The BR411 was built in 2 production runs, one in 2000 and one in 2004. They have been across all of Germany, as well as on services to Vienna, Austria. Move the throttle into the power range to get moving.
Are we gonna move? Yeah, we're moving. What is that horn? There's no way I have 181 viewers. It went back down to 78. We're okay. Hey, apparently Train Sim World is popular, I guess. I think it is one of those Minecraft situations. Now it's back down to 20. They wanted me to reach 100.
With a top speed of 230 kilometers an hour, it is the slowest of all ICE trains currently in service. This, however, is rarely a problem, as it is mainly used on routes with many curves and lower speeds. Now you've built up some speed, you can return the throttle to the off position. On level grades, you can coast to maintain your speed, reducing energy consumption and stress on the motors. When coasting, always remain vigilant of the gradient, as changes could cause the train to speed up or slow down.
Duh.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin over-speeding, apply a small amount of braking force by moving the train brake in.
Yeah, I know. It went back down to 1. It's back down to 1 now, Chris. Now it's up to 4.
To the braking range.
Dude, like, all of a sudden, all I saw on my screen was, like, 181. I'm like, that's gotta be a glitch. And then it went down to, like, 152. Then it went down to, like, double-digit numbers. It's raining. I got my windows down. I'll be back. I wonder if Pollen's here. Also, I'm wet because I just had to go outside and roll my windows up, and it's raining. So I'm a little wet. I do apologize for anybody who was expecting me to do War Thunder today. I didn't want to do War Thunder today. Hello. Hello. Hey Chris, should I see how fast this thing can get? Well, I mean, I might play it tonight, but I doubt I'll stream it if I do. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna keep on working on these tonight when I stop streaming, just so I can get them done and over with. I wanna get y'all's opinion, cause I have $50, and I want to go through all the DLCs for the engines and the missions and stuff and see which ones y'all want to get me to get next week. Next week, Chris.
You are approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force by moving the train brake into the braking range.
Chris going $50. That's like $50. Smart ass. Hey Chris, do you think we'll hit 181 viewers again? I swear if I do end up like actually getting that many that tuned in at one time on the view count, I'm going to keep streaming this, which I'm going to keep streaming it anyway, but you get what I'm saying. Please don't do that to me, Chris. I don't think I could handle that many viewers at one time. Slam on the brakes. Brakes are great. There we go.
Nice job.
It went up by a single person is crazy.
Good work. That concludes all of the basics of operating this train.
She sounded like she hated to say good work. Like, could you tell that? It's like good work. It's like, God, woman, does it kill you to say it? All right, Chris. Hello. I'm gonna get my calculator out, and I want you to be the first one to choose a single thing. So I'm gonna go through. No, we're not getting the $119.99 one. Forget it. I'm going to let Chris make a choice. I swear if he chooses the Thomas and Friends one, I might hurt him. Also, we also have the routes as well that we can do, well, if they work. But funny enough, the routes cost more, which makes sense considering. So, you know, there is that. Sand. Yeah, that was the one I had. The Sand Patch grade. That was the one I had on that one game. I loved it and hated it at the same time. West. Hold on. West what now? Somerset? Alright, hold on. I gotta find it. So I can calculate the price. And I need to write it down somewhere too. Is it this one, Chris? This one here? Alright, let me get a pen so I can write it down. And I need a piece of paper or something. Ah, what the hell? I got this container ships and oil tankers thing. So I'll put it at the back of the book. Chris, you realize you just freaking... yes, I'm going to let two people choose... Alright, so West... Hold on. I'm going to let y'all go through, and I'm going to also pick one too, if that's okay. So, and then what are you gonna pit? Pollen, please be gentle. Remember, I only have $25.01 left for next week. I actually want to try and make content on this. Okay, so some of them I already have owned, so there you go. That's the ones that I own. So just so y'all know. I might actually get one that I didn't think I would actually want to get. Norfolk Southern actually runs through my town, so I would very much love to get a Norfolk Southern one. But I love these goofy ass fucking trains right here. I will say this though, I would like to get this one. I want to try and get all these. I think what I might do is, alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Every week, what I'm going to do, hold on, Paula, I'll give me a second. I'm gonna buy one route. I'm gonna let you guys choose the route, and I'm also going to buy as many locomotives as I can, so that we can knock the locomotives out, so that I can just buy the routes. Uh-oh, it's doing the thing again. Hold on. Damn it. Oh my dear Jesus. It's doing the thing. Where, hold on. Load again. There we go. Okay. So this should be just the locos, I think. Yeah, this is just locos. And it broke again. Damn it. There we go. I'd love to get that, the Train Sim World 6 Special Edition, because y'all see what it comes with, but the price tag is what made me say no. So I'm gonna let Pollen choose the locomotives. Also, this is off limits because that's what I paid for it, was I think like $10. Funny enough. I think I actually got it cheaper, but whatever. The Farewell Pack. Is that a, hold on, is that a loco or? Me going. The Chopper. I'd very much love to get my hands on that one. Diesel pack. I don't fucking see. Oh! These. Okay. And then the GWR. Whoops, wrong button. $16.99. So I got $8.02 that I'm going to spend on myself. HST. Farewell Pack. Okay. Alright, so that's that one. And then, alright, I have, like I said, $8 that I can spend on myself. I would love some BNSF, but Hey guys, Remember how I said I wanted the chopper? I could technically get it. Alright, hold on. I want to go through... Ooh, the heavy freight pack. I got $1.03, guys. British Rail heavy freight pack. These are ones I haven't ever played before, by the way. So I'll keep that where I can see it so that when I get paid next week and I go get the card, I can go on ahead and get them. And that'll be that. You know what's sad? If I had just a little bit more, I could get either the DB BR 403 Ice 3 Rainbow or the treatment train. I don't know what the treatment train is. But here's what we're going to do. We've kind of marked off those. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go on ahead and get you guys... Johnny, since you didn't get to choose anything on that one, I'll let you do the choice for the second time. What do you want me to get? You can choose a pack or a locomotive. We're just going to go on ahead and get it set up to do it twice. I got a bad feeling he's going to choose something like really insanely crazy. So the only ones that are off the list are the West Somerset Railway, the GWR HST Far Wheel Pack, and the British Rail Heavy Freight Pack, which is... I wouldn't mind doing the Canadian National, honestly. I think that would be really fun. But the Sand Patch grade, oh, that one mission that they had, it was like, here, take this train that has such and such amount of locomotives on it, and you're gonna haul it up this, freaking thing. Okay, all the way at the bottom. Okay, he's talking about locomotives. He wants the damn steam locomotives. I already know what bro wants. Hold on, guys, I gotta fix it again. I honestly can't get mad at him for that, because that's, like, that's not a bad choice at all. Alright, so we got that one, so that was what, $4.99 or $4.49, okay. So we got $45.51 that we can use still, so, I'm just gonna go on ahead and for myself throw in the Canadian National one, because I really fucking want it. which is $24.99. Which means y'all have $20.52. Dear God, I'll be writing forever trying to do all this. Canadian National Oakville Subdivision what was it? Hamilton, I think. Hamilton and Oakville. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Chris, you and Pollen fight over the next one. Oh wait, I meant to tell you guys, they do have also like these cargo packs and stuff too that you can do. Which, Chris, I'm surprised that you didn't have me do the military pack that they have. So, why don't you and Pollen, like, do, like, one single route together to choose? Or you both can give me one locomotive as long as it's not too expensive. Because like I said, I got $20.52 that I can totally spend on this. These look so goofy. They look really classy, though. No, I know what Chris wants me to get, guys. 100%. I know what Chris wants me to get. Let me see. Where does it go? Where did it go? Yeah, he wants me to get this one. Yeah. Alright, Chris wants the CSX. You want me to fucking suffer. Thanks, Chris. I love you too, you jackass. I remember this locomotive. These things are hard as hell to get going. But, oddly enough, they are fun. The one thing I hate about these locomotives is they're really weirdly designed on how you get in and out of them. Getting in at the front, there's like a door beside the headlight, right? Getting, like, to where you can walk to the back of the train, the engine, there's only one door, and it's behind the driver. And the other side has, like, that weird, if you look, that weird box that keeps you from being able to put a door there. Pisses me off. Just like Chris. No, I think honestly they need to add, you know, the fact that Oven isn't here and I already know what he would choose to tell me to get is hilarious to me. I'm really eyeballing this Santa Fe, though. Funny enough, this locomotive is what got me into Santa Fe. I love the Santa Fe locomotives, but the thing that pissed me off is I found out that I think BNSF bought Santa Fe out. I kind of want that weird ass damn. No, I want them to just add American stuff because it's like what Chris said. Most of this shit is British stuff. Like, okay, you get the cool Amtrak train. Ooh. Union Pacific Livery Collection. It's actually pretty cool. Then you got the Norfolk Southern Heritage Collection. Some of these actually look really good. Central of Georgia. North. Ooh, I like that. That looks really nice. Lehigh Valley. I can't read that shit. I'm too fucking old. Nah, if Pollen doesn't hurry up, I'm gonna choose it for him. I love these engines. The SD40s, really good locomotives. I'm looking for a certain one, and I can't fucking find it. It's all Chris's fault. What the... Nah. No, what is that? No. No, what? No. What is that goofy eye looking locomotive? What in the... No. No, I don't like that. And those are expensive ones too. Yeah, this one was another one that I bought. It was actually fun. So you get this locomotive and that locomotive to screw around with, and it's actually really fun. I enjoyed that. Of course, there was a point where you had to pull into a siding to let another train pass. I did an oopsie. And, yeah, that's bullshit. You can take that and shove it up your ass. Anyway, I did an oopsie and I didn't stop in time. I'm still waiting on Pollen to choose his little route. Ooh, that's nice. That's a really nice locomotive. Ooh! Oh. You know, I like the fact that you can get locomotives. You have 1453. That's how much you have left that you can spend. Chris, what was Britain thinking when they created this locomotive exactly? BR182. Alright, hold on, let me find it. Ooh, what are that? What was that? Ooh. BR182. Alright, I gotta find it, so give me a second. 155, 182, okay. Somehow y'all have managed to still have money left. $7 and 54 cents. $182. Okay. No, we'll do a fidget spinner wheel. $7 doesn't really give y'all a lot of leeway. So why don't y'all just let me do it, or do y'all want to let Chris do it? I mean, look at it like this, Chris. All right, you have several options here. One, you could have me just do a shit ton of like really cheap fucking engines like the Santa Fe F7, or you can just get this one wacky ass damn thing. I'll let you decide. But right there, right now, you've got in your price range the Railhead Treatment Train, the Santa Fe F7, the the DBBR 403 Ice 3 Rainbow, the Thomas Tank Engine, the Dispolic BR 152, the Rail Operations Group Class 37-7. Trying to find all the ones that are in your price range. Diesel Legends of the Great Western. The Flix Train BR 193 Vecton. Cargo Line Volume. Okay. Chris knows what he fucking wants, bro. Wait, hold on. Oh, Chris, you are cutting it so fucking short, bro. No. Chris had $7.54. He has 5 cents left. Chris, you got to spend that 4 cents, or that 5 cents. You better go find a wheel cap that you like. Okay, so at least I've got 2 weeks worth of stuff that we can do. So, we're gonna keep working on the training modules, of course. I've done enough with that fucking locomotive there to last me a lifetime. Ooh, great. We get to use this one. Yeah, buy that damn air, Chris.
Operation of this DBBR 442 Talent 2 electric multiple unit. Set the master key to on. This unlocks the control desk.
I remember actually screwing around with this one, I think, in the other one.
Set the reverser to forward.
Okay.
Set the headlights to indicate that this unit is operational.
Okay.
For this introduction, you will be driving the train a short distance and performing passenger operations.
Really?
Open the passenger door.
Alright, now while we're waiting on the passenger doors to open, I do want to tour the trains a little bit. Dude, like, this is one of the weirdest fucking locomotives I've ever seen. Look at this shit. No! Is that a trash can mounted on the flexi thingy? No! You don't know. Oh, handicap space. Look at that. See, I love the fact that railways do actually make, like, a legit space for handicapped people rather than just going, nah, fuck you, we don't care about you.
The train is now ready to depart.
Okay.
To release the brakes and apply power, push the handle away from you.
Oh my god, Chris, you know how we were talking about crappy horns? Baby horn. Chris, why'd you remove the thing about the handicap thing, bro? That's not something to hide. That's actually really cool. The sad part is you're not wrong. Also, I'm surprised Chris hasn't noticed like how close I am to getting a certain amount of subscribers now.
Now you've built up some speed. You are approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force by moving the combined power handle into the braking range.
Oh shit! Oh, we about to go all the fucking way. Oh shit, damn. Whoops. Oopsies.
Nice job. The train has safely come to a stop. You can now use the passenger door controls to open the door.
Yeah, here, let me just open the doors for the...
Close the doors and drive to the next station unguided.
That was such a horrible stop. And Chris, to answer your question, I really don't know what I'm going to do as far as the 800 subscriber special. I really don't know. Like, I thought about War Thunder, but with school starting, like, there's really no need for me to do it because nobody's really going to be able to join. You know, I mean... Well, no, what I mean is, like, we won't get as many people showing up as we would if it was during the summertime, which is kind of why I hoped that we would hit 800 before the summer ended so that I actually could do a subscriber special. Because I'm not doing an 8-part subscriber special. That's not happening. I might just do 2, like one for my British lads and then one for my American yeehaw people. Yeah, true. True, we could do that. I wouldn't even think about that. See, Chris is really the brains of this operation. Calling Chris the brains of an operation scares me. I'd actually like to stop. How have I managed to miss the stopping point twice?
Good work. That concludes all of the basics of operating this train.
Buddy, if you don't mind, I would like for my pillow to not smell like dog slobber tonight when I go to bed. So stop licking your paws on my pillow! And don't you growl at me. Oh God, I got so many. Like, look, I got this, and that, that. Nope, I did that. That, nope, did that one too. All right, so it's just these 4. All right, well, let's get this one done. Yeah, clear.
Welcome to driver training. Today you'll be taken through the operation of a BR143 electric locomotive in DB Traffic red livery.
Chris, I wouldn't be very mad because when it comes to trains, I don't mind doing any of it. I wouldn't mind doing that 1938 London Underground one. That one actually looks like it'd be cool.
During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started.
Does that mean I get to climb everywhere? Yeah, we'll just Hey, I'm okay with that. Also, Chris, in your opinion, hold on, let's make this guy uncomfortable. Hey, how's it going? Just a slow head turn towards me. Oh, this is one of those ones that's got the rear thingy on the back, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I love these. I think they look really nice. I will give the Germans some credit for something. The Germans actually know how to make a really, really nice locomotive. Now let's go sit beside our friend again. Hey, I'm your train driver. All right. Now what?
We will need to turn the loco on. Head to the control panel.
What control panel? Where the hell is this at? Oh.
To activate the control desk, the battery will need... This locomotive is powered by a pantograph that draws power from the overhead lines. Set the pantograph selector to rear. Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Yeah, I know. My ass is going to be sore by the time I get done with your ass. Wait, what? Where? What? Huh? I just put that shit up! Oh.
The headlights will need to be set to let others know that this locomotive is operational. Now activate the pantograph so that it raises up. The train is ready to be energized. This is controlled by the main circuit breaker.
This guy is kind of pissing me off.
Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
Yep, I think it is.
It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked.
I just opened the damn doors!
The reverser determines the direction of travel. The brakes will need to be released on the train before we can depart.
Okay, hold on. Alright. I think we have to wait for the two dials to go to their respective places.
The force selector determines how much tractive effort force is being supplied to the train. The speed selector allows the driver to easily amend the speed of the locomotive as required. Once the desired speed is set, indicated by the red needle on the speedometer, the locomotive will automatically adjust to meet that speed.
Can I just, like, kill him? But Uncle Chris, he's being annoying! Oh. Oh, dude, that's fucking cool. Hold on, we gotta watch that. Do it again, do it again! I actually don't mind the look of this. Where's my hair? I'm bald! Earlier I was wearing a cap, now I'm bald! I want my ponytail back! Are we actually on a... We are! Oh, hell yeah. Dude, we about to shoot this fucking corner so damn fast. Chris, help me, I'm balding. I look like fucking Lex Luthor. Hey, at least I dressed to impress, right? I look so... No, the character looks so fucking content with the way he's sitting, too. He's just like, yep, this is my life now. Hang on. You know, I'm curious, what's this little thing for? Is it like for a clipboard? I thought it was for a clipboard. Man, Chris, I turned bald. I need a mirror. I think I'm cold. What do you mean, why does it look better? Hey, Chris, I can't see shit out this window. I should probably get back in the thing considering we're getting mighty close to where we're supposed to be going to.
You are now approaching the first stop. Use the speed selector to reduce your speed. You can use the train brake to provide additional braking force.
We'll just slow it down real nice and easy. It should level it out, I think. Yeah. I want to watch it do the clunk 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 thing. You guys know the clunk 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 thing, right? Clunk 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 clunk. Clunk 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 clunk. No, Chris, the clunk 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 thing. And Chris, I would much rather come into the station at a snail's pace and actually make it and not go past the thing than to crash. Also, might I add, I think the Germans are like addicted to the color red, because every fucking one of their damn locomotives are fucking red. Why does Grandma... No, Grandma looks depressed. No, I want to see Grandma! Listen, Chris, alright, we're not in one of the Thomas the Tank Engine episodes where we can go by the station at 120, alright? We're not singing the Gordon song from that one, what was that movie? The Great Race, I think was what it was. Hey, let's make these two old dudes shit their pants. Oh, didn't work. Yeah, you're not kidding. Hang on, we gotta go check on the passengers. Yeah, that's the only thing that I find that's kind of unsafe about this locomotive, but at the same time, I think it's really cool. Let me spy on the passengers through the rear window. I think I have a schedule to keep, Chris. I would if I didn't have a schedule to keep. All aboard!
Proceed to the next stop unguided this time and see how you get on. An emergency brake test will occur during the journey.
Oh, I wonder what he's hauling. Maybe oil or something. Car, oil. I don't know what the hell those haul. Car, oil, or milk. I'm gonna go oil. Chris, when you say petroleum, do you mean gas? No, I think Chris means gas, guys. Hey Chris, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate these cars that I'm having to use? I like them, honestly. I think they look really nice. Yeah, I'd give it a solid 8, yeah. Mine would be like around 8 or 9, but yeah, a solid 8 sounds nice. Oven apparently wanted me to look at some of the British Railway cars because he wanted me to, and I quote, tell him when I saw them so he could get my reaction. I got 6.4 kilometers. Hold on, let me go. I'm watching you. Wait, hold on. There are some. I'm watching you. Isn't that the train driver? Or isn't that the engineer? Yeah, honey, wait a minute. What's he doing there? Now, I find it interesting that they have like a little table set up. Hold on.
We'll now test the emergency brake and go over the critical steps needed to recover the train. To begin, set the train brake to emergency and then wait for the train to come to a complete stop.
We're gonna do this with actual passengers on board? How idiotic is that? That's something you test, like you get a track so you can test it on. Right, now what?
Next, you will need to set the speed selector to off.
Okay, done.
The brakes are still applied and will need to be released. Move the train brake to running.
Now what?
Finally, set the speed selector to the indicated speed to get the train moving again. Nice work. We can now continue the journey.
I really don't think that was necessary, but okay. Nah, trust Chris. They'll be fine. I will say this. I do really like the way that the cabs are designed on these. Just think, Chris, I still have like 3 more other trains I have to go through before I can even start with the actual missions. And then I get to go through how to start it up all over again because I can't remember shit. I blame my dog. Buddy, I blame you. He's just looking at me like, what the fuck do you want? How mentally insane are you gonna go this stream? I don't think I'll go insane. It's just, I'll get really fucking bored. I didn't actually, funny enough, earlier when I was doing that stream and you kind of noped out because you weren't talking like at all, that one Therian guy like kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna say pissed me off. That's the wrong word for it. He did say something that, in my opinion, wasn't called for. And, basically, I don't remember how the conversation started, but it ended up going into how, like, he was using depression as an excuse for being a Therian. And I basically told him, I said, that's really not an excuse that you should use for that. And I think it pissed him off, and I was, like, talking about how, like, you know, I don't agree with all the stuff, like the Therian stuff. Yeah, that's what I said. But, and I had mentioned that, you know, it talks about in the Bible, in Leviticus, and I told him, and I made the comment, I said, you know, I'm a Christian, you know, I could go in right now and read the verse where it talks about being gay or whatever is a sin that's punishable by death, but I won't. And he says something along the lines of, basically he hated on Christians. He said something along the lines of, like, weird God believers or some shit like that. It did piss me off, I'll put it that way. And I muted him for it. For like 10 seconds. And he started, like, the rest of the stream basically was him just apologizing for it.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
But yeah, he tried legit. I'm not even joking with you, Chris. He legit tried to use depression as his excuse. Or at least that's how... Chris, calling me a Christian streamer is a little bit of a stretch. But yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I mean, I am Christian and I am a streamer, but... Nothing much, Johnny. I'm just telling Chris about what happened earlier.
Welcome to driver training. Today you'll be taken through the operation of a BR 185.5 electric locomotive in MRCE livery. During this brief introduction, we'll go through the critical driving controls and freight operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started.
Hey Chris, what do you think about this livery? I like it.
In normal operation, this unit draws electricity from the overhead catenary via a pantograph. However, since the pantograph is currently in the down position, we have to power the initial systems by priming the auxiliary battery.
Okay. Yeah, the excuse that he was giving for why he said that about the Christian thing or whatever was that he says things without thinking. And it's like, well, yeah, everybody does that, but still, and I told him, I said, I didn't come after you. I said, I was giving my opinion on things and I was just spitting facts about how, you know, because he used the excuse that him being a Therian was because of genetics. That was what it was. He was using genetics as an excuse for being a Therian, claiming that his adopted mom told him that his biological dad was a Therian, and it was genetics. And I told him genetics has nothing to do with you deciding to be a Therian.
The pantograph mode will need to be set before it can be raised. Set the pantograph selector to auto.
Okay.
Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending. With power available, we will need to wait for the brake system to charge.
Okay. But yeah, like, I ended up pointing out that, like, basically, like, it had nothing to do with genetics and stuff. And I think that's what led to, like, that whole conversation with the Leviticus thing or whatever. And then he said that, and then basically the rest of the stream before he had to go was me or him basically trying to apologize. And it's like, dude, you don't have to apologize for anything. You just don't have to do that. And I came back, and I said, at some point, and I said, you know, I'm just spitting facts and you don't like it, and you got angry with me because you didn't like what I had to say. I said, that's exactly what they did to Charlie Kirk before they killed him.
Now activate the pantograph so that it raises up and makes contact. The locomotive is ready to be energized. This is controlled by the main circuit breaker. The reverser determines the direction of travel.
What do you mean, Chris? You gotta be more specific, bud.
There are a few freight operations to take care of around the yard. You've been tasked with shunting and preparing a chemical train.
Ooh, sounds fun.
The train brake is the main system used for slowing the train down. This train is now ready to depart. Apply some power to get moving.
Well, I more or less, Chris, I mean, I didn't really say anything other than the Charlie Kirk thing. Like, just saying that, you know, they hated on him. It was more of an example. It's like, you know, you got angry with me, and I don't know if I mentioned them killing him or not. I can't remember. Like, it's been hours ago now. But, like, I was talking about him getting angry with me and lashing out, and I said that's exactly what Charlie Kirk had to deal with. People would hate on him because he spoke the truth. And people didn't like it.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently... Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force using the train brake.
But yeah, I'm not one that, like, brings Charlie Kirk into a conversation unless it's actually like a legit reason to, and that was why I brought him into that one, was because it was a really good example for, like, what he was doing, because I was saying things that he didn't like and it was making him angry. And so instead of discussing about how it was making him feel, he just lashed out and just immediately targeted my Christianity. Granted, my train would stop! Thank you.
The tankers are now behind us. Ensure that the junctions are correctly set and then reverse to couple to the tankers.
Alright, what tankers do we need to go to? Doi. Hold the circle to contact this. Okay. Yeah, see, freight operation is just one of those things that I'm not really a fan of. I get the feeling I'm going to end up grabbing both of those. Wait a minute, hold on. So that's why there's no interior to this locomotive. There's nothing there! But yeah, Chris, I mean, yeah. I couldn't help but laugh at the fact that, like, he was using depression as his excuse, and then when he first used genes, then it was depression. That's what it was. Like, and I'm not making fun of him or anything. It's just neither one of those has anything to do with your choice as a human being to do something. That would be like me waking up tomorrow and deciding that I wanted to be like a clown, and then saying that it was my depression that caused me to decide to be a clown. You know, it has nothing to do with that. You have to at some point acknowledge that you have chosen to just do that. There's no like, you know, oh, this is what caused it. No. And I also brought up the fact that Bill Nye was paid to lie to kids and stuff and say that it was genetics that had everything to do with them being gay or lesbian, which was a buttload of horse shit. Holy shit.
With the tankers now coupled to the locomotive, we need to couple them to the next set of tankers to form a complete train.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Brakes off. Alright. Wait, hold on. Is the air good? Yeah. Exactly, thank you. And see, like, as a Christian, like, I hear so many people say, well, you know, if you're a Christian, you're supposed to point out this. Yes, okay, I will tell you that you're sinning, yes. But it's your decision. You know, it's your decision at the end of the day what you want to do. I can read you Bible scripture all I want to, but it's your choice to interpret it, however. It's your choice what you do. You know? I mean, I knew a guy, hold on, guys. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, I knew a guy that I worked with. He was my boss. He was Garrett a $2 bill. Greatest guy I ever worked with, dude. Easiest guy to work with. He didn't give a shit about what I thought. And, you know, I told him, this is before I found out his ass was gay. I told him my opinion on being, like disagreeing with people being gay and stuff. But I told him, I said, I don't treat people differently if they are. And me and him, you know, I found out, funny enough, that night after I had said that he was gay. And like, it weirded me out at first, but like, I was like, you know, the dude's nice, he doesn't bother me. Like, it didn't really bother me, I guess, as much as people like to make it out that it should. But even though, yes, I still disagree with that kind of stuff, that doesn't mean that I'm going to hate on the guy. Me and him worked better together than any of the other employees that worked in there, because we could get along no matter what our differences was. And that's what today's society lacks. It's an ability to get over your differences and just be like, well, you know, our differences are what make us human beings. I mean, you know, unfortunately, our sin is also what makes us human beings. But I would much rather have somebody be completely different than me than to see somebody dress completely identical to me, walk the way I do, talk the way I do their hairstyle the way that I do. I couldn't stand that. No. But there is a fine line, in my opinion, there is a very fine line between being gay and keeping it to yourself, or, you know, whatever, you know, as I've heard multiple people say, you know, I don't need to know what you do in the bedroom. And that's where my point of view is. I don't care what you do in the bedroom. It's none of my business. I don't need to know it. You know, but, you know, if you were to tell me, and there was a question that was popping up on my YouTube one time. It was like, you know, if your friend came out and told you that they were gay, would you treat them any differently? No, I wouldn't. I would let them know that I disagreed with it, but I wouldn't treat them any differently. I would not look down upon them and think that they are a lesser human being. But the LGBTQ, oh no, if you don't agree with them, you're a lesser human being. You're a fascist, you're racist, you're this, you're that. How can you deal with a group of people like that? That was another thing that also made me laugh, was the fact that the guy that was gay, he had nothing to do with the LGBTQ. Nothing. Like, he did his own thing and he didn't care, you know. Hey guys, should I say Chris's name just to see if he's still alive? Chris, hey Chris, hey Chris, hey Chris, hey Chris. No, I'm dead. Guys, we gotta perform first aid and CPR. Chris is dead. Also, can I just say that I'm, like, this is a very confusing layout for a freight yard. If this is what a freight yard looks like, IRL, I am going to get so damn confused. What is the schedule? Oh, okay. I just have to couple and couple. Okay, cool. Hey, Chris, what do you think we're hauling? Is that chemicals? I'm assuming they're combustible. Just a guess. You want to find out? But yeah, I don't mean to be the person that like shoves my entire Christian philosophy on people. Because one, I'm not somebody that needs to be doing that, because I sin every day, and you know, I'm not the perfect person to be doing that. One, I don't know the Bible well enough, and two, there's a lot of shit that I'm still learning. Not only sin-wise and having to try and figure out how to deal with it and to not do it no more, but a lot of other stuff too. I am not the person to be trying to tell people, you know, that they're going to go to hell. And that's another thing that pisses me off with Christians. And this is coming from a Christian now. I can't stand hearing Christians say, oh, you're sinning, you're going to hell. That's not how it works. The way that it has always been explained to me is if you are sinning and you repent of your sins and you ask God for forgiveness of said sins, and you don't do it again, or, well, not really the don't do it again, because you're going to do it again. We know that. You know, that's obvious. Duh. Right? But the idea is, if you ask for forgiveness of it, and you try your best not to do it again. You know, everybody sins. Everybody does something wrong. But I will say this, and I know this is probably going to piss some people off, and I don't care. I think the idea of parents being okay with your child being gay or lesbian without getting them into therapy when you find it out, you have failed as a parent. Because it is not something that's genetics. It is, I'm sorry, you know, it's not.
With the tankers stabled in the siding, you need to uncouple them from the locomotive. Climb down now and uncouple them.
I don't want to climb down now. Yeah, uncouple them yourself.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this locomotive.
Yay, I did it! Anyway. But I don't want everybody thinking that, you know, oh, I hate gays, I hate lesbians. No, I don't hate you. Do I hate what you're doing? Do I disagree with it? Well, hate is a strong word. Do I disagree with it? Yes, 100%. And I will very verbally let you know that I disagree with it. But that doesn't mean I hate you as a person. Because guess what? I've sinned too. I'm a fucking human being. I sin too. But anyway, I didn't intend to make... shut the hell up. I'm doing something. Or I'm talking. I didn't start this channel. I didn't start this whatever to be the guy that, you know, preaches the gospel 24/7. If you want to do that, like, I can recommend some channels that'll go out, and in my opinion, one of them I don't like, because, and I will talk about this, there's one channel that I don't particularly like, because it always seems like he only goes to certain places. I have seen a few shorts where he's been out other places, but for the most part, this guy only ever goes to, like, pride events. And he's asking for these people to fuck him over, or to beat the shit out of him, or whatever. Like, I don't remember the channel name, so I'm not going to name it. But this guy will go to, like, pride events and stuff. Claim that God told him to be there. No, God tells you to go everywhere, not just to pride events. But that's all I ever see on YouTube, him going to, is like freaking pride events. And he will literally... Now, I like the fact that he's spreading the gospel, but at the same time, go other places. But he will set up smack dab in the middle of a pride event. And then when they start trying to kick him out and stuff, even though, yes, he's legally allowed to be there, it's like, dude, you're very obviously upsetting these people. You're going there on purpose. Why can't you do like Charlie Kirk did and just go to like colleges? Go to a random ass damn park. And if there happens to be a pride event going on there when you get there, that's not your fault. But when you intentionally set up in a pride event, you're asking for some shit to happen. That's just my opinion.
Operation of a Class 150 diesel hydraulic multiple unit in Great Western Railway livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the primary driver controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started.
They got a British female lady. I don't like this. Ooh, they got a button.
Sit down in the driver's seat.
No, you can't make me.
Most of your time. Remember to close all doors behind you.
Dude, this is really comfortable looking. Oh, look, the toilet. The toilet. Yeah, the toilet. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got, what, 2 cars? Let's see. Let me count. 1 car. Yeah, we literally only have 2 cars. Wow. Okay. Damn. Was expecting more. Wait, what's that say? Please do not disturb the driver. Please do not use mobile phones in this area. Luggage and obstructions must be kept clear of the door. Passengers must vacate this area when asked to do so by a member of the train crew. Thank you. Okay, cool. This looks like one of the most...
Set the master key to unlocked to begin the startup procedure. Set the reversal to neutral.
There we go.
Set the train's headlight switch to the day position.
Okay.
Headlights are important for letting others know that this train is currently operational.
Okay.
Before we get the train in motion, step out of the driver's seat and head over to the guard panel. This is where you can manually open and close the train's doors.
Nice. Now what? By the way, if this is a subway train, this is really nice. It looks comfortable.
These guard panels are used to...
Okay. I like the fact that with this particular thing, the door acts as a double thing. Look at that. So you can keep it to where, that's actually really cool. Look at that, that's actually really cool. I find that to be really cool, dude.
The train is now ready to move. Set the reverse. Let's get moving. Set the brake lever to the release position. Slowly notch up the throttle lever to reach the speed indicated.
Now that's a horn. Diesel electric, though. I never would have seen a subway train as diesel electric. Pretty cool, actually. Chris, are you still with us? You're not talking anymore. It's making me sad. Answer the damn phone! Oh, it wants 48 kilometers an hour. Okay.
Coasting is a method used. This diesel hydraulic multiple unit features an inline-six four-stroke turbo diesel engine capable of 286 horsepower. It is important to not exceed the speed limit. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake effort by moving the brake lever into step 1.
Aha.
Approaching the next stop. Use the brake lever to gradually apply more braking effort and come to a stop at the station. Don't worry if you miss the platform. You are free to go around this loop as many times as you want.
Hey, Paulin, you got time to VC?
Good work. That concludes all of the basics for operating this train.
Alright, well, let's go on ahead, and I think I got one more locomotive to go, and then we can actually... Yeah, because we got this one. This one'll be fun. Hello. Multi-unit cab car introduction. Hey, Chris!
In this training module, you will be taken through the operation of a New Jersey Transit multi-level cab car. During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. To unlock the control deck, the reverser sets the direction of travel and activates many of the train's systems. Let others know this locomotive is in operation by setting the headlights.
Okay, well, how the fuck do I do that? Oh. Okay.
To allow this cab to control the brakes, set them to be cut in. To begin loading passengers, you will need to open the doors.
Mm-hmm.
It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
But I don't wanna! Anyway. Oh, that is a weird horn.
For this introduction, you will be completing a full lap of the circuit and performing passenger operations once you arrive at the next stop.
Alright, what am I doing? Huh? What? Oh, forward. Okay. Brake.
This train is now ready to go.
Off. Alright, come on now. I get the feeling I have to wait for the brakes to... Yeah, I had to wait for the brakes. That's all it was. Is there a bell in here? Acknowledge. Alarm, night, day test, under Carbelia. That's cool. Ooh, PT, or the PA system. Cool. Holy cow, this thing's got a lot of cars. Dude, it just keeps going and going and going. Dear Lord. And there's the end. I'm wondering if all these cars... No, all of them don't. Okay. Come on, old girl, let's get going. Come on. Gotta get you to 70 kilometers an hour, and you're sitting over here at 60 kilometers an hour. Go faster!
On level grades, you can coast to maintain your speed, reducing energy consumption and stress on the motors. When coasting, always remain vigilant of the grade.
I'm getting so sick of hearing that. I've heard that with every single passenger train that I've done so far.
A non-powered rail vehicle that allows the engineer to operate the train, despite not being in direct control of the locomotive. They are frequently used on diesel or electric-hauled services, removing the need for the locomotive to run around the train and allowing for push-pull operations. The multi-level coaches have been in operation since 2006 and were built by Bombardier Transportation to be operated by New Jersey Transit. A total of 643 are in active service, with 62 of those being cab cars. The coaches have a carrying capacity of between 127 to 142 passengers and have a top speed of 110 miles per hour.
I love learning about shit that I don't give a shit about. Service. I feel like Chris noped out of here when it started being American stuff. Of course, he did also nope out of here earlier, too. I gotta let the... I did a dum-dum. There we go, get the train going again. Where'd my thing go? Brake or emergency brake valve. Nice. Oy. Hopefully, this will be the last. Well, actually, it is the last training one that I've got to do. So now, oh my God!
We are now approaching the station. Apply a small amount of brake force to come to a gentle stop.
A small amount of brake force. So you mean slamming on the brakes, right? Just freaking. Mmm. Chris, I did the thing again. I broke the train. I've stopped it when I wasn't supposed to, like, twice. I blame Chris. My nose is stopped up. It's all Chris's fault. It's also all Chris's fault that I have to go not only to get Zaxby's for dinner, but I have to get my little brother pizza because he doesn't want to eat Zaxby's. I'm trying to open a bubble gum thing right now, and it's not going well. I'm being defeated by a bubblegum wrapper.
Nice work.
Give
Now
me a
that the
second.
train has stopped, we
Hey, Chris, guess what?
Open the passenger doors.
I want to get the gum wrapper.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this cab car.
Round 1. Fight. Dear God, they've got how many routes? 424. Are they insane? Oh, okay. Hold on. Huh. Oh, okay, so each one has different missions and stuff. Okay. Alright, we got 3 more that we gotta do right fast, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream, and I gotta go get dinner, so...
In this training module, you will be learning the operation of a Class 802 bi-mode multiple unit in Great Western Railway livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the primary driver controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started. Sit down in the driver's seat. This is where you will be spending most of your time. Remember to close all doors behind you.
I'm gonna go peek at the... A wheelchair accessible bathroom is really cool. Not even gonna lie, that's actually really cool.
Set the master key to on. To begin the startup procedure.
Okay.
Set the reverser to neutral.
What the hell? There we go.
Set the train's headlight control switch to the dimmed position. Headlights are in. Press and hold the engine start button for 10 seconds.
Oh, come on, Chris. You can always just stay with us.
Before we get the train in motion, step out of the driver's seat and head over to the guard panel. This is where you can manually open and close the train's doors.
You can sit in your room and watch.
Train doors. Typically, a conductor would operate this separately from the driver. Make sure the doors are closed, then sit back down in the driver's seat and we can get the The doors release buttons must be held down for a minimum of 2 seconds.
Nah, Chris just doesn't want to watch me drive train. You better eat fast. Like, I'm talking 15 minutes. Max. Nah, 15 minutes, and that's your final offer.
The train
Ow, my leg.
move. Set the reverse. Let's get moving. Use the power handle to release the brakes, and then apply some power to start moving. Slowly apply more power by using the power handle until you reach the speed indicated.
Dear Lord, this thing's long. Chris, I want to hear you gobble up that damn food like it's going out of style. No, I don't want to watch that shit. Dude, trying to get up to 150 kilometers an hour is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Put the power handle to off. Got it.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce engine stress. This train features bi-mode operation. In comparison to its 801 counterpart, this train has an increased diesel engine count, larger fuel tank and higher power output from its diesel engine. It is important to not exceed the speed limit. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake effort by moving the power handle into the braking zone. You are now approaching the next stop. Use the power handle to gradually apply more braking effort and come to a stop at the station. Don't worry if you miss the platform. You are free to go around this loop as many times as you want.
Well, we're trying to stop. I think the last car is going to be the only thing that actually hits it.
Good work. That concludes all of the basic
God, we went so far. Dear God. Hang on, did I just did this one. Why am I doing it again? No, oh hell no.
This training
Hell no. Take me back to the main menu. Yes. Alright. BR363 introduction. I get the feeling I know which one this is. Yep.
Taken through the operation of this DBBR 363 diesel locomotive. During this brief introduction, we will be covering the critical driving controls and freight operations. The BR363 is a 3-axle diesel locomotive. Although its primary use is shunting, it can be used for light goods and passenger services. The 363 was built as an improvement upon its predecessors, the 260s and the V60s, the latter of which were manufactured back in 1955 due to DB's shortage of reliable shunters. The 360 series came about due to a reclassification of the 260s in 1987, changing the engine type to a minor locomotive in order to make training cheaper for the drivers. The 363 was upgraded from a 12-cylinder Maybach GT06 diesel motors to a Caterpillar 12-cylinder diesel engine. Use the master key to unlock the control desk.
I don't want to use the master key to unlock shit. Shut the hell up.
Press the changeover button to set the active key. The reverser is used to set the direction of travel. Set the headlights to let others around us know this locomotive is operational. The brakes in this locomotive are lapped. This means rather than set the exact amount of braking force with the lever, you add and remove pressure. Hold the brake lever in the release state to release the brakes. When let go, the lever will default to the driving state. Throttle level in this locomotive is held. You can use the throttle lever to increase and decrease the level that you want to hold. Now start applying some power. Grades, you can coast to maintain your speed, reducing energy consumption and stress on the motors. When coasting, always remain vigilant of the brake, as changes could cause the train to speed up or slow down.
Give me a little bit, guys. I'm trying to get my order for tonight's dinner already. Alright, we don't want Zax sauce. Add bacon. A large fry, yes. I really hope that I like this burger the way that I'm getting it.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force. A direct It is best to use this if you are running as a light locomotive as you are now. While in the apply state, the brake cylinder or BC gauge will fill. Moving the handle to the hold position will maintain the same level of braking force. Alternatively, you can move it back to the release position to reduce or release braking force.
I'm tired. I blame Chris. The best part is he's not here.
Bring this train to a complete stop by applying an appropriate amount of brake force with the direct brake.
With the appropriate force from the direct brake, huh? Just put it in hold. Hello, Bradley.
This is a good place to come to a stop as you have cleared the junction.
Alright, give me just a second. Veggie egg rolls. Oh. I'm sorry, just I can't eat coleslaw. Y'all want me to eat veggie egg rolls?
The freight wagons are behind you. Change direction with the reverser, then change the indicated junction either by walking over to it or using the map. The junction is correctly aligned and you can now couple up to the freight. First, you'll have to lower the couple. Then approach slowly and stop once you have coupled. Don't forget to release the direct brake before you apply power. You will need to lower the coupler in this locomotive before attempting to couple.
Hey, is Chris back yet? I should totally, scare him with how I couple. Trust. I always like the buffers that they have on British locomotives. I think they're really cool.
Nice work. Change direction with the reversing and move the train forward into the indicated siding.
Alright, well, I got my meal ready. I might just end the stream here once I get this mission done and get ready and go. Hey, Paul, I wish there was a way that you could watch without me having to stream. I wish there was, because, like, it would be great, but no, Discord won't allow you to share screen through PlayStation, which is stupid. Dummies.
As you are now coupled to wagons, come to a stop using the train brake. This applies all air brakes in the formation.
Chris, you went 1 minute and 44 seconds off. What do you think your punishment should be? Let me see. What was the thing that you said you wanted this week for me to get? Or this coming week? Yeah, but I said you should only take 15 minutes. You took too long. You know, you keep on, Chris, and I'll make you play War Thunder with me later. Or tomorrow. I was gonna stream this tomorrow, but if you keep acting like this, I'm just gonna make you do that instead. Yeah. Play with me, boy. Why was this so easy to do earlier? Now I'm struggling. I blame Chris.
Good work. That concludes all of the basics of operating this locomotive.
Yeah, I know, Chris. I gotta give you a hard time, because if I don't, who would, right? I mean, be honest for a second, Chris. If I didn't give you a hard time, who would give you a hard time?
In this introduction, you'll be learning to drive this DBBR 146.2 locomotive. Set the reverser to forward. This controls. Set the headlights to indicate that this train is operational.
I don't like the fact that Chris has a whole list of people that he'd rather annoy him than me.
Open the passenger doors to allow boarding.
Hold on, I gotta go take a shit. I'll be back. Man, I just had to take the most weirdest shit ever. Oh, put it to left and right.
Close the doors before departure. The train is now ready to depart. Release the brakes. Move the throttle into the power range to get moving.
Hey Chris, are you still with us or did you die? Guys, I think Chris died again. What about Pollen? Pollen, are you still alive?
Now you've built up some speed, you can return the throttle to On level grades, you can coast to maintain your speed, reducing energy consumption and stress on the motors. When coasting, always remain vigilant of the gradient, as changes could cause the train to speed up or slow down. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force by moving the train brake into the braking range. The BR-14 BIX.2 is part of the Bombardier Trax 2 family of locomotives. The first unit was delivered in 2005. With a top speed of 160 kilometers an hour and a PIS display on the front, these locomotives are equipped for passenger services, pulling different kinds of coaches like the Doppelstock. This loco can also be controlled by a cab car on the other end of the train, which means it will push the coaches rather than pull them, as it currently is now. You can see the BR-146.2 in service across all of Germany, mostly on regional services and in various liveries. This variant comes in DB red livery.
So hey Chris, let me ask you something. If you had to choose any railroad, like we're talking American, British, whatever, any railroad to work for, which one would you choose? And it can be one that doesn't exist anymore as well. This is a question for everybody. It's not just Chris that can answer it. Me, personally, I would 100%, I would 100% be working for Santa Fe. That was the one that I was gonna go work for until I found out that they got bought out by BNSF.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
Nice job. Good work. That concludes all of the basics of operating.
Hey,
this
Jay.
drone.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude all of the training bits for this thing. As y'all can see, I've done all the training modules. So, that is it. That's all I have. So, I think what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to do the training modules for these when I come back again. And once we do those training modules, we'll start with the scenarios. Obviously, you guys can see the scenarios right there. And then we'll do the time things that I'm assuming are, you know, whatever. But we will do all that next time, and then we'll, of course, we'll do all the training modules for the different locomotives and things on this as well, and the scenarios and things, and then we'll work our way down to this one here. Chris, I'm fucking hungry. I don't want to hear it. You got to leave to eat dinner. I don't want to hear it. But I do look forward to buying a lot of these, but I do want to try and work on trying to get a lot of these. As you all can see, these are all the trains I have. But anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely day, and remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.